Okay, hello friends. So here we are starting with our first free API, which is the ExchangeRate-API. So type here your email to get the free API key. So click get free key, and then after try register and accept the terms, then continue registering your account to access this free key API. So once you are done with registering, go to your email address. I just created this email address just for the purpose of this video. So check the email sent to you from the ExchangeRate-API. So click this to activate your account. So here is your API key, and you're on the sample request URL. So if you go to the plans for this website, they offer a free plan with 1,500 API requests per month. So if we click the documentation, which is the doc overview, and you go to the authentication, so click authentication. So here this is where we are going to get our URL authentication. You click the authentication URL. So this is our authentication URL. Copy this. After copying that URL, and then go to your PyCharm or VS Code. However, you have to first import the requests. The requests. So here I'm going to add my API key because I'm using here an FF string. So go back to the ExchangeRate-API, copy the API key. So let's try to modify this by putting these curly brackets and adding here our API key. We're going to also change this to give it a variable. So you're giving from currency, and you're going to create it there up. So from currency, let me copy this, paste it here. I'll create it too. So this one will be the so here you have to set the currency from which one to change to. For example, if you're converting from US dollar to Indian rupees or to euros or to any currency of your choice. So to currency, it's just the currency you're changing to. So let's just first go to our API URL, and so I will click on this example request. So here we have our base code, which is the US dollar in capital letter, USD in capital letter, and here we are having a key, which is the conversion rate, and these are their keys within a dictionary. So the other ones are the values by US dollar. So that's so let me copy this, basically that's what we're using for the US dollar. And let me go back, let me look for Indian rupees. This is the somewhat change from US dollars to Indian rupees. So that's the key that which they are using for this API URL. So I've created a response. So here we are using the request.get, and we are passing our URL. So our data will equal to response.json. And if we try to print our data, the response.json, if we run it here, so this is our API URL. So let me try to comment this. Let me try to get the exchange rate from this dictionary. So our data, which is the response.json, and so you have here conversion rate, which is a key within this URL. So if you come here on our API URL, this is what I'm talking about. So copy it, paste it here, and also we have to select the individual currencies. So here is an F string. So what I'm changing, the currency which I'm changing to. So here I'll just put here an amount. For example, assume that I'm converting 100 US dollars to Indian rupees. You can change to any currency of your choice. So our converted amount will be equal to our exchange rate times the amount. So if I try to print the converted amount, so here I'm using an F string. The amount which is 100 from currency, which is the US dollars, equal to our converted amount. Also equal to the currency you're converting to. If I run this code, so I'm getting 100 US dollars. So 100 US dollars equivalent to 8,350.91 Indian rupees. So that's it for this, and all the source codes are in the source code. Link to the source code is in the description. Link to the source code is in the description. You can change it, you can check it out, and you find out more about this. So here we are going to our second Forex Exchange API, so which is the Open Exchange API. So click on the free plan. Our popular free plan provides our updates. So just click on this free plan and try to register, fill in your information, register. So then continue registering. So after, go to your email address and check out the email sent from the website. Confirm by clicking on that link. Then go to, and if you come back to your email address, you'll see here they've already provided with the API access key, which is this one. API access key is this one. So copy it. We are just going to use the other codes. We're just going to modify this code without waste, so as to save time. So copy, paste it here. And let's go back and get the URL for our API. So click on the apps. Click on the apps IDs. Click apps IDs. Then after here, click on the documentation. So after that, let me see. So here, this is our URL, the API URL. This one's the URL, which is the API URL. Copy it, go back to our PyCharm or VS Code, whatever you are using, paste it here, then try to fill it in your URL. So I'm going to edit this. I'll paste it here. I'll modify this. As I said, all the source code for this video, a link to the source code is in the description below. So check out, because I have a website where I included all those source codes and more information about this video. So if we try to run our code after modification, we are getting an error. So I missed here, I did not change the conversion rate. Let me first go to the URL and see what they are using. So if I paste here the URL for API and copy this API key, delete this, your app ID, and then paste the key. So here they are using rates. They are using, which you can see here, this is what we are using, rates. So you have to modify, have to make a modification and update, because remember, just modifying the other codes, we want to save time. So come back here and delete this so that it can be rates. And if you try to run this, I think everything works well. Okay, yeah, everything works well. So $100 US equivalent to 8,000. That's, and if try to change it to euros, this is what they are using. This is the which we are using for euros. And if I change this to euros, and if I run the code again, you see 100 US dollars equals to 92 point dash euros. So that's it. Let's go to our third FreeCurrencyAPI. Our third is CurrencyFreaks. That's our third Forex API. So click on pricing, and if you go on pricing here, they have a free plan where they offer 1,000 API calls per month. So click on sign up for free, and sign up. You can sign up using your Google account or GitHub. So it's your choice. So I'm signing up, and so here is the API key. So click on your usage details, then click on documentations. After clicking on documentations, so this is our API URL. So copy it, and then go to our PyCharm and modify our code as we've been doing. And so paste it here. paste it here also. So I'm going to delete this, modify this API key. So go back to CurrencyFreaks, click on sign in. So copy the API key, go back to PyCharm and modify the API key. Delete that and then paste it there. So if you change this to euros, you first go to the API URL. So copy this, paste it in our Chrome browser. So let's get the API key and then paste it here. So here they're using rates. I want to make the previous mistake I made. It means what they are using for euros. So they are using, it's the key they are using for euros. So go back to our code. So here I'm changing to euros, from dollars to euros. And if you try to run our code, so here we are getting a mistake. Let's try to debug this error. Let's just try to debug this. Let me see. If I come back here, so here we are using rates, and here it's rates. So I'm trying to look for the mistake. Let's first try to comment out this. If I comment out this and try to run the code to see if we can print our response.json. So I've seen the error, provided the API is invalid. So maybe the error is with the API. So that's why we're going to modify and see. So let's go and fix the API. So if you got our API, okay, I've seen the mistake here. I left a space. So the space, I think everything will be fixed. So try to run again our code. So right now the response.json is working well. So let me, I think we fixed the bug. So and comment this and try to run the code again. That's it. So we are having another problem. So here we're having a lot of decimal points. Let's try to make this a float, and we see if we fix this. So it makes this a float. The exchange rate, we're making it a float. Making a float and trying to run the code again. Yeah, now everything is fixed. So $100 equivalent to 92 point dash euros. So if I change this to Indian rupees and try to run the code again, so that's it. Everything is working out well. So let's move to our final and last free exchange rate API. So here is our final and last free exchange rate API, which is the free currency API. So click on get 100% free API key to register anyway how you want, with Google, GitHub, or create an account with them. What's your choice? Set up your account. So hold on a few seconds for account to setting up account to finish. So here you see our default key, which is the API key on documentations. So go and click on authentication and API key information. Authentication and API key information. So here you shall get the API URL. So paste it here and so go back to get the API key, click on dashboard. So copy this API key, which is the default key. Go back to PyCharm, update this API key, delete and paste. Let's try to run the code and see if everything's working well. So here we're getting an error on our exchange rate. So first remove this float. Let's float and try to run the code again. So again the same issue we are getting. So let us first try to comment out this. So we are trying to debug this code. So let's just try to run and see if our response to JSON is working well. Yeah, the response to JSON, which is the data result, is working well. So let me try to go back to our website and look for the URL API which was given to us, and then run it in Google Chrome. So that's what I'm trying to do here. Let me try to remove this and also remove this. So if I try to run the URL API which was given to us, you'll see that here we are having data. So I think we made a mistake. Let me first uncomment this. Then we are going to change these rates to data. I think that's where the mistake is. These rates, we're changing it to data, and then we shall be done. So I think we have no other error to comment after this, and then try to run the code. So that's it, everything's working. So guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like and share. Remember, source code link to the source code is in the description, because I created a blog post about all this video and all the information is included there. So next time, bye bye.